Hi, my name's Dave and I am not a photographer. Yes, I have a camera and yes, I enjoy taking photographs, but I don't consider myself a photographer by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm going to tell you why. First reason, I don't get paid to take photographs. It's not my job, it's not my occupation. I do it for fun. Much like if you went and played Sunday League football and somebody said, well, what do you do for a living? You wouldn't say I'm a footballer. Second reason is the gear I use. That's my camera. It's a Panasonic Lumix DMC FZ48. It's a bridge camera. And for anybody who doesn't know what a bridge camera is, it's basically an entry-level camera. It's one up from what you carry around in your pocket on your phone. The only difference is the zoom on this is a lot better than what's on your phone, and it's more what you'd take on holiday rather than on a photo shoot. But what you are carrying around in your pocket is rapidly catching this up. The third reason I don't consider myself a photographer is because most of what I shoot, not all, but most of what I shoot, is shot in auto. I just point, click, the camera does all the work, so not a lot of skill involved. I just see the image or the composition that I want to capture, and I capture it. But isn't that part of the skill of photography, actually being able to see the composition or the image in the first place? So why did I get this camera? I got it 12 years ago because I wanted to make short videos, short films, movies, because it shoots in HD. But for one reason or another, that didn't happen. So now I had a camera and I wasn't doing anything with it. So I started to take it to Comic-Cons, because comics is another one of my passions. And I began taking photos of the amazing cosplayers in their costumes, and I would bring them home, put them on my laptop and edit them to make them look more comic-like. I enjoyed it, and I did it for a long time, and not just with photos that I've took, but cosplayers that I got to know would send me their photographs and I would edit them for them. I enjoyed doing that, but after a while, I stopped. When I bought the camera, I also bought a green screen setup that also wasn't getting used, so I decided to set that up in my garage and try my hand at green screen photography. Once again, I enjoyed doing that, and in my opinion, I created some fantastic images. But again, after a while, I just stopped. Camera went back in its bag. I went back behind the sofa where it spent long periods of time. Occasionally I'd take it out. I'd go and usually find a church, take some pictures, bring them home, bang them on my laptop, and edit them. And I enjoyed doing that, but there's only so many times that you can bang a moon in the background of a church, and it begins to get a little bit repetitive. Because trust me, I did that a lot. And again, my camera would go back in the bag and back behind the sofa where it lived. That was until early September this year. I was watching YouTube videos, something else I do a lot, and I came across a guy called Optical Wonder, a photographer from London, and I watched a POV video of him out in London doing street photography, and that video led to another, and then to another, and then to another. His photos were amazing and his ideas were brilliant, and he's quite a funny guy, so I just continued watching his videos. his videos led me to another photographer called The Visual Life, and then that led me to North Borders, and that led me to others, and on and on and on to Peter McKinnon. And I just absorbed so many YouTube videos about street photography and photography that I was inspired. So on the 25th of September, picked up my camera, jumped in the car, drove into Manchester where I live, and I thought, well, I'm going to try this street photography. And I did, for the first time. I enjoyed it. It was different to anything else I'd ever done. You know, so I went back out the following week, and the week after that, and the week after that, and I took so many pictures. I was happy with the images that I'd created, but they didn't have the same look and feel as to what I'd been seeing on YouTube. Never used Photoshop to edit my photos. I always used a free app that was on my computer, and the common theme in all the videos I was watching on YouTube was Lightroom. So I got Lightroom, and it changed again. I started to go further afield. I'd go to Blackpool. I'd go to Wigan. Liverpool. I started to capture images more like what I wanted, more cinematic looking images. The stuff that had inspired me to go out and get, I was now getting. And that's what it's about for me. It's about creating an image, whether it be a photograph or a video or whatever. Just about creating an image. So that's why I've decided to start making these videos, to show people that it doesn't matter what gear you've got, it doesn't matter what it is you're using. It could be a £1,000 camera or a £300 camera or just the phone that's in your pocket. Just use what you've got to do what makes you happy. Going out with my camera makes me happy. Making these videos and editing the whole process makes me happy. Feels like I've created something. It feels like I've been productive. Gets me out of the house. It gets me doing something. Keeping my mind active, because there's this creative side that needs to be fed, and I've done it over the years, whether it be drawing or writing songs or whatever it be. There's always something that I've been looking for to feed that creative part of me, and I can do it with my camera. In the coming videos, I'll share what it is I create. Again, whether it be photos or videos or whatever it may be, I'm going to post it, share it with you. As I was inspired by the people I've mentioned, you know, maybe I'll inspire somebody to pick up their camera and go out. Maybe they're looking at their camera thinking, well, it's not great, but you can still do it. You can still do it with a point and click camera. Don't care what anybody else is saying. Optical Wonder said in one of his videos, when asked what's the best camera, well, the best camera is the one you've got. So I hope, if even it's just one person, I can inspire somebody to go out and do something or make something or create something, then I'll be happy. But if not, I'll be happy just creating what I create for me and sharing it. Thanks for watching.